I know why you're here. You have fallen into the trap that many men have fallen into. You thought that you could save her. It's okay. I'm here for you. I've done the same thing. We all have. Men have been told for centuries through many different languages that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And many of those same men that know this information try to turn a hoe into a housewife. Thinking that they're the exception when in fact they are the rule. If you may not know, there is a law in physics called Newton's first law. An object at rest usually stays at rest. Now I'm going to introduce King's Wisdom's first law. A broken woman usually stays broken. Now, how do women become broken? Well, it starts with the initial phase of trauma. Usually something in their environment has impacted them negatively, and they handle it poorly. Okay? So, for as long as I can remember, women, in terms of internal problems, are terrible problem solvers. They always decide to solve their problems with a hoe phase. You don't believe me? All right, let's break it down. Drug problem, hoe phase. Drinking problem, hoe phase. Daddy issues, hoe phase. Overweight, hoe phase. Self-esteem issues, hoe phase. Depression, hoe phase. Broke, hoe phase. They always choose the hoe phase to solve their problems. And what's worse is it doesn't solve the problem. In fact, it compounds the problem. Because now they still have those same issues plus a higher body count, which then lowers their value, making them even worse off than they were before they started. And it's like, why did you do that? Who told you to do that? But I'm being facetious right now because I do know why they do that. Why do women decide to choose a hoe phase to solve their internal issues? Well, in actuality, contrary to popular belief, it's not about the sex. No. What they're actually trying to do at the core is they're trying to find a man to solve their problems. However, here's the main issue with that. When women do that, they do it the wrong way because they lead with their sexuality, which in turn does what? Gets them fucked and left. Whereas if they led with, I like you, I want you in my life, a man is more likely to invest in them and then help them solve their problems. But women don't know how to approach a man like that. So they just lead with their sexuality and they just get fucked and dumped and fucked and dumped and hoe phase until they're tired of it. Right? But you know what's funny? Even if they do find a man to solve their problems, it doesn't work. Why? As you and I both know, when you've tried to help a woman change her ways, is it a permanent solution? No, it's a band-aid. You try to fix her, but as soon as that relationship with you and her is over, you notice she immediately goes back to the bad habits that she already had. So what is the real solution if man isn't? Well, here's the truth of the matter. The only person that can fix a broken woman is herself. That's it. Now, why can't broken women fix themselves? Well, we do have to understand that would involve three things that women hate: reality, accountability, and work. Now, the reality of the situation is they have to first accept that they are broken. They have to first understand that. Then they have to take accountability for the fact that the only one that can fix them being broken is themselves. And then the third thing that they have to do is work on fixing their brokenness. Now, that may not sound like a lot to you, but for a woman, that is a lot of work. Ugh. All of that? You gotta remember, they hate reality, accountability, and work. Women hate that. So they gonna bob and weave like, whoa, no thank you, right? So what is much easier for the woman to do? Whole phase. So much easier. Just try to find a man to fix it. And that is why, once again, King's Wisdom's first law, a broken woman usually stays broken. Because they never look inside. They're always looking everywhere else, but internally. So the problems never get fixed. Just smothered under promiscuity. Now, let's say, for example, that you are the exception. The woman comes to you wanting to change, wanting to be better, and you take her under your wing and you make her into the best version of herself that she can be. You know what happens? 9 times out of 10, it's going to end badly. Why? Well, when a woman believes her value has increased, she now believes that she has access to better options. Now, because you were the one that invested in her when she was at her lowest, she now thinks, I can do better than you. But she can't just dump you, because then that would mean that she's not actually a better person. And her whole self-worth belief will come crashing down to reality. And as I said before, women hate reality. So what is she gonna do instead? She's gonna be annoying, be a bitch, resent you, become insufferable to get you to leave her so that she can get the better option she now thinks that she deserves. But because you put so much time, energy, resources, attention, you put all that into her, you ain't going nowhere. You put too much in. You invested too much. You're finna stay your ass right there. You ain't leaving for shit. So now what happens? She's being insufferable and you're not leaving. So now you're both miserable. All because you tried to change a hoe into a housewife. And you thought that you could do it and be successful. But that was a lie. Now you may be asking, okay, so King's Wisdom, what do I do when I meet these broken women? Well, you have 3 options. If a broken woman comes to you looking for your attention, looking for something serious or something long-lasting, the first thing you can do is ignore her. Say, I'm cool. Not interested. The second thing you can do is smash her and leave her. The third thing you can do, and this is something that I like to do, if you see that she has some redeeming qualities, if she's just like nothing, then it's not worth it. But if she has some redeeming qualities, what you can say is, listen, I appreciate what you're doing, but as you are now, I don't see a future. Take some time to work on yourself and then come back to me. And if you do, then we can see where this goes. Now, 98% of the women that you tell that to will never come back. Because as I said once again, King's Wisdom's first law, a broken woman usually stays broken. But the 2% that do, the minority of the minority that do, now have a much better foundation for you to build off, because now you know that she can fix her own internal problems. And that is a very valuable woman to have, provided that the internal problems aren't too great, right? But yeah, that's basically it. Okay, And if you don't believe me, think of it this way. Let's say that you date a fat woman, an obese woman. She's about 250, 260, maybe even knocking on 300, right? And then you motivate her to lose some weight. And she loses about 130 pounds. What do you think is going to happen to you? Do you think that you get to reap the benefits of her new fine ass body? No, nigga. She's leaving you for a new nigga because once again, she believes her value is now higher and she deserves better than you because you were with her when she was fat. She won't value your investment. Listen, only men value investment. Women do not. I know that's wild, but it is what it is. If a woman brought you up, if a woman built you up, you would never leave her because you appreciate the time and investment that she put in. You knew how hard it was. But it doesn't work vice versa. She will leave you if she believes her value is better, and that is because of hypergamy. So, in closing, I know. You think you can change her. You think she's different. Okay, sure. Best of luck to you, my guy. But I've tried it at least 3 times. And every single time, I failed. Even when I thought I understood women, I still failed. Now, I didn't get burned. I didn't get ruined. I didn't get destroyed. But I still failed. Anything that is not a success is a failure to me. So please, don't waste your time. Either ignore her, smash and dash, or tell her to come back once she's fixed her issues. Simple as that. That's it for today, guys. I've been King's Wisdom. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I got merch. Don't stay safe. Stay dangerous. Link in description for that. I also do one-on-one consultations. Feel free to hit me up on that and follow me on Instagram. You're welcome.